Nigeria has dismissed claim that it's trying to destabilize Niger. This is crazy, fellas. Nigeria has denied accusation from Niger military leader Dr. General Chani on colluding with France to destabilize the nation. So, we know the context. Here is Nigeria. Here's Niger. Niger accuses Nigeria of colluding with France, sponsoring terrorists to attack Niger and destroy their assets. This is what the Nigerian government had to say. What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for stopping by. We're not going to do too many greetings today. You already know I love you, okay? Your first time, my name is Zack. I don't know who you are, but if you watch this video till the end, we're going to love each other. I'm sure I look like your cousin or something, man. Just a little bit better looking. Yeah. Anyway, good. It's the good mood here, okay? Yeah, good. Awesome. Please click on subscribe so we can, let's go. We're wasting time. Let's go.
That we want peace within the sub-region, and we've done everything possible to ensure that we show peace. We've been to Liberia, we've been to Sierra Leone, we've been to other countries.
He says Nigeria wants peace. They've been all over the place looking for peace. Let's go.
Senegal, we're in Gambia, just to ensure that we project peace within this sub-region. For President of Niger to bring up this allegation, I think, personally, I think it's an issue he's trying to divert attention from the challenges he's facing. I think when they came in, they had this intention, they promised they were going to restore peace and tranquility within Niger Republic. That has not happened.
So he says the president of Niger is just trying to divert what really is the problem. When they came into power, toppling Mohamed Bazoum, they promised to bring peace, and they have been unable to achieve that. That's the reason they're trying to accuse Nigeria of being the problem. For context, Niger accused Nigeria of colluding with France in destabilizing the country. On the 13th of December, a pipeline in Niger was blown by unknown people. Now, intelligence services in Niger say that Nigeria military participated in blowing that pipeline. This pipeline takes oil from Niger to the sea. Niger is a big producer of oil. Now, Nigeria and Niger don't get along. It's been a while. They don't get along since Niger decided to get out of ECOWAS and topple the president. So these countries you see here are ECOWAS countries. They don't like Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali. And they've been in turmoil since these three countries kicked out the French, the military and the diplomatic. Now, they're accusing Nigeria of colliding with France in sponsoring terrorists with the goal of destroying Niger.
It is not in our own character to allow anybody use our soil to attack any country, anywhere, not even our neighbors. For us, Nigeria and Niger share a common bond. We have over 1,500 kilometers stretch of border.
Yes, Niger and Nigeria are borders. Yes, Niger, yes, Nigeria. See the map? Niger, Nigeria. Well, you know, at the border, they used to be the same people. They actually are the same people. They speak the same language at the border, but they were cut away by colonialism. When white people in 1885 went to Berlin in Europe to discuss on how to share Africa, the French took Niger, became Francophone, and the British took Nigeria. That's how they cut the country. But in depth, in that area, they're very similar people.
7 Nigerian states sharing common border with common culture, religious affinities together that we share. We will not want to destroy such a relationship for whatever reason. And I'm sure the Nigerians, if they are truthful to themselves, they know we have done everything possible to show them that we love them and we want them to be part of it. The last ECOWAS meeting that we had the statement of Mr. President, where he still gave the open window for Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso to still come back to the fold of ECOWAS.
So just so you can understand, Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali have had very similar outcome. They've all toppled the president, kicked out the French soldiers and the French diplomacy. They don't want France anymore. They have something in common as well. They were all colonized by France, but they don't want France anymore because they feel like France has been sponsoring terrorism against them. Okay, so France has created a problem, then came up with a solution. Okay, create the problem, terrorists then came up with a solution. That's what most experts believe. They say, okay, well, we're going to help you fight terrorism. Let's just bring our soldiers here. While the soldiers been there for decades, terrorists is not ending. Matter of fact, they look like they're getting better, these terrorists. They're getting better equipment. Where are they getting this equipment from? So Niger say, we believe you guys because you're getting paid every single day for fighting these people. Or maybe the reason why they are getting stronger. Actually, we don't want you anymore. Just leave. Now, France was not happy about that. And these countries of ECOWAS were also not happy about that. For some reason. It's like your brother say, I'm tired of being, controlled. I want to do my own things. And you say, no. I'm going to support the person that used to control you so you can be controlled again. Crazy, isn't it? Now, Niger accuses Nigeria. They've said many times that neighboring countries are supporting terrorism. Nobody seems to listen. Now they're talking straight. They're naming people. They say France is training terrorists in Nigeria and in Benin to come and destabilize the country. Now, this is the reason why this general is explaining himself.
Indeed, General, since the video came out, there were a lot of, talk about the video when it was released. And this is indeed a diplomatic issue. And what other diplomatic or military measures can Nigeria take to address these allegations?
Well, like I've mentioned, we've reached out to the Nigerian troops. We're still working together because we understand the enemy we're dealing with does not respect any border. And if we don't come together to fight, none of them will survive it. They need us as much as we need them. And so we not want Nigeria to be turned into any proxy war, and that's why we don't want any foreign base, because once you allow one side to come in, the other side takes the other, and then there will be issues. We don't want the sub-region to turn to a conflict zone. I'm sure that we all know that we have issues on ground affecting us with insurgency, terrorism, banditry, and all sorts. So we don't want that add any other conflict within our general area, and that's why it's important that we do that.
Okay, just so you can understand, I think it's very important. By the time Niger, top of the presidents, whose name is Mohamed Bazoum, they came into power. They said, we don't want Bazoum anymore because Bazoum seemed to be working for the interest of the West. When Western nations come into our country, they loot, they take minerals, they take uranium, that is a very good commodity for the country. They go and transform uranium, create electricity with it, then they sell to other European countries. In the meantime, our own people in Niger are sleeping hungry and in the dark. And some people in hospital don't have electricity, and babies in, that stuff, you put babies, when there's no electricity, what happens? Yeah. So when they did that, these countries here were not happy. ECOWAS, they were not happy at all. Why? Because some of them are just bullies. Okay, if you allow Niger to free itself like that, it means you're sending a signal to our own people that they can also do the same. So the best thing you can do to protect your power is to go and crush them. Now, these countries here came together discussing a possibility of going into Niger militarily and crush them. That infuriated Mali and Burkina Faso. And they said, if you dare do that, put your foot in Niger, you are declaring war against all of us. That is when they stopped. Matter of fact, they even went to Europe. ECOWAS went to Europe to ask for help. We need logistics so we can attack Niger. They never asked for logistics to attack terrorism in Niger. They never asked for logistics to come together militarily to destroy the terrorists in Burkina Faso. They never done the same for Mali. But only the time these guys say, okay, we think we have a solution to ourselves, we're going to kick out the president and handle things, that is when they came together. So we're going to go. We have a date. We have a time. We can attack.
Member states of ECOWAS present here today have all committed elements. They have committed their own equipment. They have committed their own resources to undertake this mission. I tell you, we are ready to go.
So Nigeria cannot be accused of possibly harboring terrorist groups or, working in collusion with France in destabilizing Niger. It's a possibility. Why? Because historically, Nigerian President Tinubu was the mastermind at bringing people together to go and destabilize or to go overthrow the newer government in Niger. So if somebody trying to beat you up before in the past, would you doubt if somebody told you that there was somebody who hates you, who's colliding with them, trying to beat you up? Well, it's very difficult. Let me know how you feel about this. It's always a great pleasure. God bless.